Welcome this week and continue our study of Colossians and chapter 3, verse 17. And everything, whatever you do in word or in work, do all things in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God and the Father through him. So the first thing we want to look at is do, which is hoio. And it's a general word for make or do. You see it quite a bit. Um, it's probably translated make about as often as it's translated do. It can even include continue and a few other meanings, but I don't really think those are primary meanings. So we see that made or make is used a total of 68 times versus do, uh, doeth almost as much. Well, actually more. Sorry, do is a little bit more. Do or does, doeth over 100 times. So do more often than not. And really is producing any kind of product or anything in any way. Um, then the next word we want to look at is work, and that is ergo from ergon. And it's actually its primary meaning is really talking about work as in your occupation, your place of business or employment. But it also means to produce any kind of product, whether it is um, by a hand or industry mind, doesn't matter. So whether it's a physical product or not, it's irrelevant. And then word we've looked at in the last verse is logos again. Um, remember that essence of. So this would include so whatever you do in word or in work. Um, so that means even the things that you're saying, the things that you're teaching, the things you're accomplishing at your job. You want to do all those things in the name of Christ. And giving thanks, we've seen that before too. It's Eucharistio. Remember, you is good, and then the root word here is charis, and that is grace. We saw in the last verse. So we have to go back a few times to see that. So we get to that breakdown. So we go to charismai, and we go a few steps further. Charismai is going to go back to the root charis. So by the time you get to charisma, it's sort of to give grace or give favor. You is good, so it's sort of giving good favor, giving good grace, and so by extension, it gets translated as giving thanks to God, being grateful to Him for the grace that He has given us. And so when we do things, everything, not just some things, everything that we do in life, because everything is either in word or in deed, right? So all of those things should be done in gratitude to Him, with focus on Him.